I don't hear me either. It's okay. I don't hear me either. Invite more people. I never do. I let everybody else invite them. I don't know who wants to be there here, who's excited, who's not, who doesn't want to be here. I don't want to disturb anybody. For some reason, it bothers me. If I had more confidence in the perhaps, um, this is not organized. I'm not organized like crime is. So I come in here and I speak my piece of the day, whatever somebody says. If you have something you want to know about numbers, like where can number 13 come from? Have you ever heard of 3 to the power of 2 and 2 to the power of 2? So you have 3 to the power of 2 and 2 to the power of 2 equals to 4 equals to 9. 9 and 4 equals to 36 and 13. So we now have two separate equations from this equation. Why didn't I do one? I could have did 1 to the power of 2, but that would have been 1. I'd have the three numbers of 1, 9, and 4. So what can that tell me? What do I do? Why are you here? Why are you still here? Usually 3 people don't stay this long. Yes, Missy? Tell me more. I like her black lips. Tell me more. You won't talk because you're on camera, right? See this over here? There's only 24 hours in the day, 1,440 minutes. I'm not sure if the Giza Pyramid has anything to do with the rising and the falling of the sun. Why? Because 360 times 1440 equals to 5184, which are the angles of the Giza Pyramid. And I always like to end everything with big deal. These are just pieces and parts. I don't have enough hearts here for me to speak. I need to pump some audience into myself. Give me a little bit of confidence when I'm on the ice, skating around in front of you, keeping your attention. There we go. What did I get there? Wow. I gave myself 84 likes, 3 moons, 12 times 7. So there was another thing I was thinking about the other day. You see, I can be talking here and thinking out loud, in which I'm what I'm doing right now. So I'm not looking at the comments, but I will. So save it. Save it if you have it. Write it down. I mean, I know sometimes it's the moment you need to say it. So I tried to think of why did they decide on 12 inches? And then what is 12 inches or 11 or 10 or 9 or 8 inches in centimeters? Are things based off in centimeters? Or things based off in inches? Well, in each world, they're perfect to their own, but there is a difference. At any point, is there a similarity to where there is nothing after the decimal? What would that be? Would it be 32 degrees equals to 0 Celsius is 32 degrees? That's pretty much with no decimals. And then apparently minus 18 in the freezer is 0 Fahrenheit, minus 18. It's all about 18. When it comes to Fahrenheit and Celsius, it's about the number 18 and 5. Now I'm praying to God. Now to pray to God that I remember. So right away, pray to God, I remember. That's pretty simple, right? I'm hoping I can split the gates and think with inside the goalposts of what's something I already know. What does that mean? Well, there's 7. 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Those are 5 of the numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8 of the numbers, right? And that's of the 9 numbers. Now I'm praying 7 and 4 numbers because that's where God comes in. The O within God is in 6, right? So what is 6 compared to 7, and what is 4 compared to 7? 6 is 1.5. What is 4? Which brings on both the ring connected to the pole. There's 4 going around and 2 up and down. When you look at it, 1 and 6, 7, 3 and 4, 7, 7 and 7, 2/3 to what is 5 and 2, 7, and that'd be 1/3. So 14 and 7 to what is 21 would be how this would work off the cube. Now, if you're if I say it too quick, if you don't know where I'm going with this, if you don't understand what it means, I'm gonna bring you down the road a little bit about number 7 and number 13. So just let me take a break for a second while the cat tries to flick the pages on us. You have to sit right there. Hello. Hello. Talking into the mic. I can hear your motor running. Get up on the highway. Come on. What's going on? So the cat is part of the communication within the soul. Without the soul, there is no communication. See, some say we should get rid of the spirit. I believe that the spirit has been pirated. Okay? What does it mean to pirate something? It means that somebody can what? Well, that's what it is. And they even say it in the word spirit in French. They add an E onto it, an esprit. It's a plug-in. C plugs into E, like that. Can't get it apart. C and E plugged in, right? That's a lock, right? It's a lock. So we locked this finger over here. You see that? You see what we locked it with? Look at that. I used the same finger. These are number 88. But when I lock them, I didn't lock 88 over each other. Should I have locked 88 over each other? Right? Should I just put a key in between each one of these and lock in my fingers to the other side? Or should it be a finger lock? You do know there's a difference, right? I'm filling my own gaps. I have a funny feeling the lock was opened and something was put in between both sides. Okay, one side here and one side over here. Like you can slip a pencil in to do this. Everything remains the same, but this would be a reader. All the time it would be reading your lock position, so it would know. It can grab onto that information. There's a division in the house. So if you want me to show you that a little bit different, I'm just playing a little bit with, right? It's this over here. The tetrahedron, which has 3 opposite sides on angles of 120 equals to, I think that's what it is, 720. You have 4 times what is 4 angles over here, 3 here. And if I kept flipping upside down, you'd have 3, 3. And here's 3 on the other side, here, here, and here. Tetrahedron. But when you have 2 above each other, what happens without moving it or playing a game is you have 4 area spaces. Take a look. And when you hold it this way, there's only 3 area spaces. Or this way. What is this supposed to mean? I don't know. So let's start over again. Let's start over again. Can I move you over a little bit? Can I move you over? Nobody sees you looking at me, right? Okay, I have no idea what's on tap for today. I want to see who's here. I want to start everything over again, explain to you what I do. Some days I feel that I feel my task just fine, and some days I feel like I'm looking for my words, which is present right now. So just let me see. Hi, Paula. Thank you for liking the live. Sashera, Gabrit, Cayenne, McCarm, Lori. Well, there's so many names, yet we're only 3 people here. That's okay. That's okay. So where are we going to go? What did I learn this week? What I'm working on now is there are some that say that our alphabet should actually be understood as 52 individual characters making up what is noted to be 26 letters. And the reason I'm using this is there are others using this, and they may count the alphabet either as A1, A2, B1, B2. Others use it as ending in 26 and starting at 27 with A again. Some mark it as 413s, just like in the deck of cards. in which where the reason for this is the B, the D, the P, the Q, the G are all connected to the to the small l small c letter. Small l and small c placed in the proper position will create these letters. So that is 3 and 12 equals to 15. Is it a possibility for why we have Saturn square? What is Saturn square? Saturn square owns the one position. It owns the one position at number 1. It owns the one position at number 10. It owns the one position at number 19. It owns the one position at 28. It owns the one position at 37. It owns the one position at 46. It owns the one position at 55. It owns, etc. What does it mean? And this is going to have a direct connection to the cycles of the moon. I mean, this is a very slow pitch. And what I'm looking at the end is the 'ARE'. AR. Okay, so when we do this, what happens here? $18, $15, $21, $19, $15, $16, $5, $18, $1, $25, $14, $5, $21, $18, $20, $15, and $18, $33, $42, $53, $63, $60, $33, $43, $53, $63, $71, $72. Is that possible? This is 19. First mistake. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Whoop, that's the problem. That's the problem. Kitty cat, are you on top of? If there's anything underneath you, hello. Oh yes, I see what the thing is. There it is. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Yeah. So you know what this is, right? This is 1 and 6, 4 and 9, 7 and 13, 13, 7 and 13, 7. When going in 36, every second one is a single pane window. This comes off the cube. I'm going to show you that after if somebody reminds me. You know, all my tools are like right over here. This is one of my tools. Without knowing about the cat and the dog, right? DC Comics, dog, cat, chien, chat, right? Communication network, spirit and soul working together. I don't know if we've been hijacked or what, but these little guys, right? This is what the maybe the cyber contact is inside these beauties over here, eh? Never leave home without one, eh? They're so beautiful, eh? You like that, eh? Who likes it more, me or you? Hey, who's getting in more trouble, right? Hey, who's getting in more trouble, eh? Look at that. You really like it. You don't even know if there's a real cat here, right? You hate it. You just hate it, right? I know the faster I go, the faster you go. Get that cleaning service going. Get your motor running, right? The fourth zodiac sign, right? Is it the cat or is it the rabbit? Okay, so let me get back to the work over here. Okay, just give me a second. Sorry about that. I got to get my, I keep forgetting it's my life. I'm not going away. Yeah, sorry about that if I'm a little fast. Did I scare anybody? We still connected? We still connected. Hold on a second. Thank you for the smiles. Thank you very much. Your cat is, yes, she is. Hey, you're a cutie. Give me a kiss. Can you give me a kiss? Come on, give me a kiss. There's a camera. There's one person. Yes, the person that is here. Yes, the person that is here is on behalf of 8 billion that are not. That's just great. That's where it starts. You're on the TV now. All of a sudden, from nowhere, from outer space, the cat is out like, are you out like a light? What are you going to tell the people? Are you lazy? Oh, you're calling me lazy? Maybe you're lazy. Am I lazy? This is a big show, right? We putting on a show with them? Oh, you got something in your nose. Can I get something from your nose? Hold on a second. I got to get something from her nose. 1 second. Let me see that nose. I want to see. Oh my God, look at that in your nose. I think I got it, right? Oh God, it's dirty. I think I got it. Hey, did I get it? Did I get it out of there? You know what the cat just said to me? Won't go in yours. You want to go in mine, eh? What's going on? What's going on? Oh yeah. Give me that look. Give me that look. You do know why she's acting like that? It is a she. I mean, I didn't choose her gender. I mean, she rolled down, went to the bathroom, and I saw, look the way this cat and this cat and this cat and this cat and 75 cats went to the bathroom, and each person went by, go, oh, look, your cat pees like mine. Is it a boy or girl? And they would say, girl. And then the next one goes by, girl. Next one goes by, girl. I go, all the cats, okay, that pee like mine, they're all girls. I guess my cat must be a girl. Could be wrong. It's not based on that, right? Do you got your own litter box? My cat's got her own litter box and doesn't even litter. Wow, you don't even litter. You got your own litter box. Yeah, okay, I'm going to get a glass of water, going to come back with these numbers again. I'm looking for a little bit of eraser. I wrote a little song this morning, and it's supposed to be about fun at this channel. I've been studying the alphabet, or I began recognizing alternative realities 20 years ago. And through recognizing alternative realities and algorithms 20 years ago, in which I didn't know at the time, I just recognized that something was different. Things were larger, more. They were talking to me, telling me stories. So 20 years later, dots and dashes in every single game that exists, any period in time, any word that uses any of the 26 characters in our alphabet, we can create or recreate from within a story based on algorithms that are going on right now using real words like sun and moon and a 12-inch ruler. And I know if I play football, when they're doing the color commentary, they go, it's third down and 4 to go. I know automatically with every yard, it's going to be 3 rulers, 36 inches for a yard. You need 360 inches for 10 yards, 360 degrees to go all the way around. So you're going forward. So what are we actually doing, right? We need 3 times 12 inch, okay, for 360 inches. Sorry, for 36 inches, okay, times 10 is for 360 inches is for 10 yards. So now I'm going to say to myself, I have to compare this to something flat, something round. I also have to know that if I have a football, what are the dimensions of the football? Why do we use the word dimensions? You know, dimensions, in my vocabulary, it refers to a dime. A dime equals to 10 cents. So now I'm going to think of relationships about things about 10, right? The basics of numbers, of all numbers, is A, B, C, D. That's your basic 10 to begin with. We don't need any more. And that's where your 2 by 2 come in, equals to what is 4. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2 is 44. Now we can create the vision of Trinity and area space in the mother house, equaling to what is 8. 4 times 4 is 16. And now we have 8 and 16. 8 is half of 16. 1/3 is 8. 2 eighths, which is 16, is 2/3 of the totality of 24, creating the gateway between, at the 7th gate of 8 and 6. Now that 8 and 6 gateway could be the 4 times 6 equals to 24, or it could be the 3 times 8 equaling to 24. Now we need this, okay, to happen times 60 to equate to the 1,440 minutes in a day. In order to understand that equation, why did I use those numbers? Well, those are the numbers we're all using, is it not? Are there not 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds in a minute? Doesn't matter if it's real. I think that that a good portion of the North America will agree with 60 seconds in the hour. I'm taking a bath in front of you with my big long tongue. I love washing myself. You see, I'm winking. See the way the cat's doing that and winking with an eye closed? That tells me about the pirate spirit right there. Yeah, it is part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Is that the second or third bath you're taking today? Okay. She's embarrassed. So am I. I'm embarrassed. You know why? You took more baths than me. Now they all know. Let me see that tongue. Wow, that looks like sandpaper. Woo! Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that tongue sticking out there. Whoa. So what do you think? You're going to be beautiful? I want to ask you a question. Somebody told me a story that every time you lick your fur, and you prefer it shorter most of the time, long is okay, it's because it retains information in the aether. So you lick it, you process it, you go to sleep, you know what's going on in the air around you. Yeah, you lick your feet now, you know what's going on in the grounds. You lick it, and you get information from it, right? Now you're swallowing because I know the truth. Central headquarters, cuckoo, cuckoo. Hey, I know, right? Purple rain. Cat doesn't like when I say that, purple rain, because when it's raining cats and dogs, do you know the information you get from the raining cats and dogs? Let me explain it to you. When it rains a cat or a dog, it's raining purple, which is energy. How do I know? Not my fault. It was the blue and it was cold, right? And then it was the hot and it was red. I know it was 27 red, 40 blue, 34 cold, 43 hot. So if I take cold and hot, did I do this yet? Am I backwards? Yes, I am. Blue 40, red 27. 4 by 10 Capricorn, 3 by 9 Sagittarius. What? My cat said my cat likes Sagittarius. And why is that? Because your friend lives on Sagittarius? Or what do you mean? Sagittarius is not a planet. It's a place? It's a connection? Because it says rat inside Sagittarius, and you have rat inside the word Earth, and you have rat inside the word Saturn. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat, the big bad wolf has come to town, Tartaria. You know, they had a landmark, and on day 6, it was land, animal, and man, right? Land, animal, and man, showing the L is for angle. Angel, angle, DNA. Sagittarius, Tartaria, Atlantis. What did you say about Atlantis? On what angle? Beneath the oceans, buried beneath the oceans. Before what did they do? Before they collapsed it? What did they collapse? The wall? What wall? I won't understand. But you're opening up a doorway for me to think. Okay, is this a mechanical Earth? The cat knows more than me. I know. Blame it on the cat. So we're going to take a 2-minute break. I'm going to finish this thing on Rota Sator and show you that they're in control of 1 and the 88 constellations at the same time. The reason why Q, one of the pieces of my puzzle in games, what is going on with Z and with Q, right? They say the arm is Z is Russia, and then who is Q? So we have to understand the two of these and how they equate in the monopoly in the picture frame of creation. I'll explain that too to you. So right now I just want to put on maybe a little teeny bit of humming music of some sort. Maybe I can bang my, what did you say? That's not funny. I don't bang nobody, right? I'm just trying to get the singing bowl on. My computer's so slow. Don't ever go. Man, I'm like a computer. I think we're all computers. You know, I had a website up. I don't know if I have it anymore. I didn't want to give out the name. It's called Fleshy Robotic because that's how I see who we are. What are you doing? Where are you going? Da, 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 da. Where are you going? Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Maybe I want you to come back. Wow, I don't know why it's not working. Just give me a second. I want you to come back. Oh my God. I know you're coming back. Show me your heart. Show everybody your heart. Hold on a second. Where's the heart? Where's the heart? Can you show everybody your big heart? Oh, there it is. She's got a big heart. It's my cat with the big heart. Help and support the cat with the big heart. Cat food paper. This is the kind of paper I use. I'm pretty blunt. I only like the 80 pages. The other paper is thinner. I can't see the lines, and I wish I can see the lines better because I have trouble to, just to see. And these are Z grip. I like the 1.6 velocity, or the Atlantis buried below the ocean. So she's got turned away and she's peeking to see whether or not, right, she's going to get it, because she knows if she bothers me, she doesn't get it. So she'll come back if I say, come on, baby, here we go. Okay, I'm going to put him on the floor. Here, you want to eat in front of the camera, or should we get on with the numbers? Okay, I'll do it on the floor. Come, 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 come. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna, oh, my toe. You know, sometimes I just get out and talk to myself like I did it today once. Sometimes I just like to mumble certain, like, I don't even know if they're mantras or anything, but it makes me feel good. So that's the mantra. That's good enough for me. And what do people think of words trivia, for three? Okay, here it is. I found the one I like. I don't know where the volume is. I'll get a little bit more serious after this. I want to stop. I need a drink so badly, yet I'm still here. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to take a 2 minute break, but before I go on break, and I don't like to use up anybody's time, but I just need a couple of minutes here. Maybe somebody wants to support my onion fund. Whoop. I have a couple of onions next to me. I got a couple of garlics next to me. For some reason, I don't know who's going to do the work. I'm not eating this no more, but if my foot hurts, it reminds me to get another onion to put in my foot. Lately, I've been getting all kinds of electrical shocks everywhere, just without even moving. Like, don't move. It's my cat. I know it's my cat. I'm gonna blame it on my cat. Where's my phone? Telephone, where are you? You got to be somewhere here. I saw you before. You're somewhere hiding. Are you hiding? Okay, give me a minute. Everybody take five. Everybody take five. Got to look for my phone. I had my phone up there. I had it here. I had it here. It's not here. It's not here. I had it here. I had it here. I can sit here. This wasn't here before. Neither was this. Was this here? Oh, sock here. And this shouldn't be here either. And this shouldn't be here and here. Maybe I'll just call my phone. Let me see. Yeah, I see 99 new messages, and I'm sitting here using up everybody's time 99 times a minute. Anyways, everything is labor. Everything is labor intensive. Doesn't pay enough. Never does. but it always does. There's other alternative realities that are in between of what's going on while you're in that intensive care of labor. We're in labor all the time. I don't know why this is not working. Okay, here. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me put this away first. Wow, I can't believe oh, Jiminy Crickets, I was sitting on it. I was sitting on it. Yeah, I wrote a little song this morning, so I'm going to see if I can find it. I'm not sure if this is it. Judge, no jury, everyone's both the witness and a suspect. I walked into the courtroom of my own mind wearing a suit. I don't know if I can get this song. Hold on a second. Wow, I am so slow to getting this process done. Made of cloud stars and floating computer chips. One judge, no jury. Everyone's both a witness and a suspect. Dreamlight court made of cloud stars and floating computer chips. One judge, no jury. Everyone's both a witness and a suspect. I walked into the courtroom of my own mind wearing a suit stitched from every version of me. The prosecutor was me, the defendant also me, the judge, me in a row with a cosmic calculator. Who dropped the plates? I did, I said, but I was laughing because she told the joke away. He told her and she told me, but maybe I was just tired of caring. The jury of fish, birds, dogs, and digital avatars all leaned in. Clifford, Wag, Big Bird, Blink, Jack, Hook, and Hand grin from the gallows of logic. What if the play had to fall? I said, because sometimes the crash is the clue. And then the judge me leaned in and whispered, in the game you built, everyone is you, except the plus. They're the girls, because you're the key. So who do I blame? You can blame the laugh or the tunnel, or the moment she said Mary and you said Jesus. But at the end of the day, it was your breath that brought the soul back alive. And that breath, that was the song, not my fault. Blamed it on me, I blamed it on him. He said it was her, so we blamed it again. Played on the floor, crash of fate. I laughed too loud, must have tempted to wait. Was it my hand?
or just a joke in time. I swear I was blind in the rhythm and rhyme. It's not my fault, but maybe it is. The tunnel whale, belly that lives. One spark, one spin, one crash in the hall. I was just standing when I took the fall. Jack went right, Jill went left. She took the hill, he took what's left. R is 18, L is 12. Life after death is a magic spell. The dog barked twice, the fish took flight. And Big Bird soared in the pale moonlight. They asked for my feet, I gave them 4. They buried me 6, now I'm back for more. I saw the signs and the numbers and names, and fairy tale flames and video games. Dr. Mario couldn't save the plug, so I dove down deep to the water's hug. Every girl a tunnel, every boy a key, every spark a universe that wants to be. And I cried out loud, who made the fault? The echo said, you, and also not. It's not my fault, but I played the part. I held the plate, I'll laugh from the heart. A spark in the dark, a slip in the code, but in every mistake there's a new episode. Oh man alive, the heart still beats through tunnels and tales and digital streets. Blame it on love, blame it on me. I'm the one and only in the court of the free. Baby's breath, then the ping of a computer booting up, life begins again.
Okay.
Baby's breath, then the ping of a computer booting up, a life begins again. Tunnel to the tunnel to the court made of cloud stars and floating computer chips. One judge.
In the year of the snake, what Western astrological sign are we in right now? Gemini. I want to untangle or straighten out certain visions within my understanding that they start the year off like this year is the snake. So the snake is in what is known as 9 and 29. I'll explain that in a minute. Come inside. I can't wait for you all day. Come. So we're in Gemini right now. Okay, we're in the month of June. I think we are June 10th today. Okay, wow. Yay. Today is 610. Was anybody like to think of what 610 could be? Well, how about 60, okay, percent? Or how about 60 seconds? So we're 60%, which means we have 100. So 100% of 10 is 10 and 60% is 6. It reflects exactly the same difference between ABC and ABCD. It reflects the birth, our coming, the carcass of us, the connection in the ocean between 4 and 610, connecting the heavens. 4 and 610, the heavens. When it becomes 8 and 210, okay, it becomes I, for I am, unless I'm misunderstanding these numbers, and then they should be this way. And that would bother me. And guess what? In roulette, they're going this way. If they go this way, they tell a different story. And if they go this way, they tell another story. Saturn square, which is Saturn square, show me the grid. See, instead of saying 1, 2, 3, it's going to say 4, 9, 2. You see, you see, I don't know all of them. I can learn what they all are. You know, I know the second one below is a 50, right? Over here, when you crisscross, it's a 10. When you crisscross here, it's a 50. The thing is, if it's a 3, see the crisscross of this is 7, right? You crisscross 4, 11, 18, 25, 32, 39, 46. Where the fourth one, 25, is a 7. So it becomes 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 2, 4. So there is no 8 inside of this one. There's a 1, there's a 2, there's a 3, there's a 4, there's a 5, there's a 7, and there's a 9. There's no 6 and 8 inside of that one. 6 and 8 goes the other way with 2 and 4, and 2 and 6 is that 6 and 8. Pattern recognition. All my life I asked for this. All my life I asked for this. And when I'm confronted with this, it's not easy. Not easy. It's very passionate for me. I mean, I don't even know if that's the word, but sometimes I feel like whatever I know should not make the difference, but it makes such a huge difference for me that I just can't believe that what I know is just, it's the unbearable truth. So true, these pieces and parts. I've never seen them before. I found them on my own. Okay, just through the understanding of everybody else's work. The thing is, I know I'm not the first one who saw this. I know for a fact that the one who found it first is the one who noted it first, and the one who noted it first found something else that I may have found, but they found it first. What does that have anything to do with anything? That when I come to share things, I don't want anybody to think, and I don't want to lose my credibility in me saying, well, hey, look, I found it first. I found it first. No, 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 no. I can't have that. I can't have that. I can't have that. You're here, if you've never seen it before, and all of a sudden somebody says, yeah, I saw that, but it was never placed in the context or orchestrated with with one of the patterns I use amongst all those others who worked on what is the theory of everything. The characters creating what is the alphabet, noted to be also characters to what are numbers, to also be what are words that are spoken jaune, rouge, bleu. But if we spoke in English, okay, it would be red, but it wasn't read before because it's not a book. Who wrote the book? Who went right? And I didn't write nothing. All these words that are similarities for me are guides. It's part of the blueprints, the words themselves. How the idioms don't mean what they actually mean, yet you're directing exactly in that direction. And now what we're happening right now in TikTok with all these bots listening to the words and making all these mistakes, I'm trying to learn why are they making these mistakes. These mistakes are huge for us. Do you know why? Because once you know and they correct these mistakes, you're going to see it yourself. Once you see it yourself and you notice it, they can't use it on top. You go, I've seen that movie before. It's going to be the same thing at the theater. So now when you go to the theater today, it's so hard to sit back and say, what are they going to show me today? Unless you're really going to learn something that's going to guide you, or you're going to walk into the theater and have a whole new perspective to the movie of why they gave you that scene, why this scene blanked out and all of a sudden it's this scene. So let me look at these 99. Hello, Whitney. How you doing? It's funny that you put. It's funny how. Okay, I was discussing this yesterday. I don't know if you're still here. I just want to see if I can turn my screen to the side. Okay. Oh no, I can pick up the messages this way. That's good. Okay, so listen to this. I got to go back and check out all these messages. Okay, let me go through this real quick. We need this math to build more extravagant cat trees. Trees or treats, or I'm not sure what you're saying, but irrelevant that anybody who comes on here and says something on here in any context is going to guide me, stop me, block me, redirect me into knowing something I might have not known before. How can I know? How can I know unless one person comes in here and makes a slight disruption to wake somebody up? But you know what? We don't need, I talk about it a little bit. I don't want to go on and on and on over, oh my God, I can't believe how the people think. Our Discord is so poor. Nobody like there's some channels on here, nobody knows how to speak. I'm not the one. I know if I bring up a panel, I'm going to say I'm going to shut everybody down. If I see there's something, it's got to go like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? We have to do this without, you know what I'm saying? This is like an orchestration when you have a Discord. Like for me, when I'm talking and there's a question in the crowd, I would like for this area space that we're entitled to be in. Thank you, TikTok. My hat's off to you for letting us into this game, into this realm. Honored. We know we live in the system. We chose to be here. At least I chose to be here. How do I know? Well, according to the math, right? If I can believe certain things only because the math is so perfect. R18, 666, 2 by 9, the beginning of the second cycle. In 360 is 18. When it comes to the second cycle of the moon, the 29th day is the first day of the second cycle. 2 by 9, 3 by 6, the 6, the proton, the electron, and the neutron, in which holds the vibration within inside itself. And that vibration, okay, (18 by 18) equals to 234, 324. This triangle is 2, 3, 4 encompassed by 1 and 5. 1 and 5 is on the outside. Two, 3, and 4 are on the inside. Earth healing vibration is 432. What else is 432? 4320 is 1440 minutes times 3 days. Where am I over here? 1440 minutes times 3 days equals to 432. Somebody in the crowd just said, well, why not 4 days? Why not 2 days? Why not 1 day? Why not 5 days? Why not 6 days? Why not 7 days? Why not 8? Yeah, you can do them all. But, okay, so let's start with the first one, okay? Once you want to ask me the next question, we'll get on to the next one. I'm just going to look through some of the comments. Hopefully I'll forget what I'm saying. Otherwise, I'm going to have to fulfill the task. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yes. Kitty, cat. Number, the cat, I have to get this off the front of my screen. Just hold on a second. How do I get this off my screen? Okay. I need more water. As I showed before, when I run ABC equals to 6, and it's June 10th today, the D, when you add the D, it equals to 10. So this is what happened. It shows what happens with what is 100%. So the ABC is what 100% is. But that's not the only thing, because it's not just like that. It becomes not only ABC, but it can be ABD or ACD, or what is BCD? 9, 8, 7, 6 from what is ABCD? 10. So what you do is you hook the system up. So when you hook the system up, here's the entire system, 10. Now you hook each part of the system up. If I should hook up all of these, this is the backboard of what all of this is connected to here. So you end up connecting ABC 6, ABD 7, ACD 8, and this. So when you get this, you get 3 by 3, 9, 3 plus 3, 6, 15, 7 and 8, 15, and it all comes from 10, 30 into 10, 1/3. Tennis is scored the same way, 15, 15, and 10. And all while that's happening, when you take a look at the pattern, right, you measure it up to this. I mentioned 3 and 7. I mentioned 9 and 1. I mentioned 4 and 6. I mentioned 8 and 2. And everything 5, 5, 5, 5. Everything crosses through 5. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20 equals to a total 30 equals to 50. And that's the zone we pass through the center. Now I'm thinking, do I score this like I do in bowling? I like to take the numbers and also understand equations. As bowling, you associate like a string of 10, you associate the first 3 together. And then if you get 4 strikes in a row or 5 strikes in a row, and there's a certain way to mark the score. And I use that in my work. And it just helps me balance out a word. Well, what happens if I did it this way? Or what happens if I did it this way? So it shows me different numbers. And then I'm going to do it to other words that have the same numeric value. If I get a word like earth is number 52, jack is number 25. So are they the opposite, or is earth just the jack? What is the jack? In the earlier days, we went to the telephone, we plugged the telephone jack into the wall. Thank you, Jack. Number 25. What does 25 do? It reduces 10 into 7. 10 into 7. ABD, Jack is a hookup to Earth. Earth is number 52. Mars is number 51. I don't have a number for 53. I know the heart of everything is number 35, or 3.5 is the heart of the 7th gate. Number 8, there's a lot of realities. Number 7 is also what is one. It's the first complete area space that was whole and null and void of a division, and it is in the number association of any number that is separated by more than one number. 13 is that first number. It's not 11. It's not 10. It's not 12. It's 13. When counting on a 45-degree angle, you count by ones. The communication center wants to come in. Just give me a second. Oh my God. And there's a pug dog outside hopping. Come on, kitty cat. Come in. Come in. Do you want to know what my end goal is? That we can all understand what I'm talking about, and that you will see what I see through your own eyes, find your own things through your own eyes, is this. sharing these equations that you should understand what these equations do, how they are so simple to reenact these equations, where the information comes from, and together that we should have bull sessions coming together, banging our horns together to understand a little bit of depth. They're doing already through the tarot cards. They do it already through astrology, reading the algorithms or the algorithm of the people by asking people questions over thousands of years. Or what happens? How are they reading the zodiac signs? Tell me, I want to know. They are broken up. 1, 4, 7, 10, 13. They are all cardinal signs. 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. Venus, Taurus, the ox. Fire, fire, fire. 1, 5, 9, 13. Starting with Aries, ending with Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Gemini, 3. The 7th one is Libra. The 11th one is Aquarius. We end. Why do we end in Aquarius? Aquarius is ending on the cross. Does Aquarius? Yes, the Aquarius ends on the cross. It is within the house we end. Why? Because the coming here by the virtue of the 2 Mars moons and the 9 birth equals to what is 11. If you take a look, that number 29, 2 and 9 equals to 11, 1 and 1 is 2. It is in the same area space in which, let me show you this. Orphan roulette. I didn't want to show that board. Okay, I'm going to show you here. See, we have 11 over here. Or is it the 2 and 9 creating that 11? Or is it this 29? So there's questions about all this assembly, right? Do we take the singular numbers? Do we take the duplicate numbers? Do we take the numbers that replicate themselves? Do you know there are 9 of these? Do you know there are 9 of these? Did you know there are 9 singularities? Did you know in the 9 singularities there were 5 red and 4 black? But just know that there are 4 and 5 different than the other. The average of adding 1 through 9 equals to 45 equals to 5 by 9 equals to 45. 9 areas of 5. So anything above 45 is more than and in one zone, but is not more than 45, but only one more on one side than the other. Do you follow me? The total is 45, so the halfway point is 22.5. When you're at 23.5, everything is at the unbalanced. 23.5 equals to what is 21.5. That's where we are right now, and 235 is communication. 512, this is 512, it's memory. It's memory. So 512 is memory, okay? 512 is memory. 235 is going to be BC is communication. The E, I look at it as like a telephone communication amongst 2 area spaces. You see the 3.5? The heart of the cube, 3.5. 2 and 3, or how about where is A and B? How about this? BC and BC. See these 2 here? 2 in common. See these 2 here? 2 in common. See these 2 here? These 2 in common. So now we have to understand what's going in common between 6, 7, 8, and 9, and what everything that comes out of 10. But when we look at coming out of 10, look at that. What about these? Can't we connect this one and this one? Oh my God, I never thought about it. I never thought, oh my God, I never thought I'm going to be calling out. John, I need your help. I never thought I'd be asking for John's help. Why don't you just like get on over here, John? Anybody know John Travolta? My cat is in desperate need for John Travolta. Come on, come on. Oi, 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 oi. Are we pretending? Are we pretending? We're pretending, eh? Tell me we're pretending. Eh? Are we pretending? Oh, 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 oh. Are we pretending? Do you really like to be here? Don't look. Don't look. They're watching us. They're watching us. And I know, I know. I'm protecting you. I am. I am. You want to see for yourself? Well, look. Now, there you go. There you go. Okay. Okay. You promised me. You promised me. You promised me. Yeah. I see. Yeah. Yeah. There, knew it right away. That was the punishment. Yeah. It's not really a punishment. You know why the cat lied down? Took all my information that I was ready to share with you, and now I completely forgot. And then the cat goes to sleep to decipher it before me. Because that's the 19th hole, right? Yeah. I can see it right now. You're sharing it. The eyes of the cat are going like this. Yes, it's direct the other side of the world. That's where she's sending the information. I know. So, okay, so let me explain this. I'm going to have to sneeze. Thanks. Wow, how many windows do I have open? Okay, now I got something playing in the background. Okay, take this away. Okay, and it was not this, it was this. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Oh no, it wasn't here, it was in pictures. How come it won't lock? Just 1 second. Oh, okay, here. So what it is there's an association right here. I call it the ring. There's a duplicate association right here, the second ring. The first ring and the second ring come together through the association of the heart zone, where 18 to the first 18 and 18 to the second 18, except the second 18 get alternatives, where the 1 and 19 are the same, except they're noted to be different, where this one participates, okay, with what is the basics of the Capricorn stone, which starts 17, 18, 19, is where that association is. It's going to happen again, okay, when you get into the 70s and when you get into the 90s. So we have to know when we get to these numbers. Now, we have 36. Now, do you think they stopped at 36 with a reason? With a cause? Is there a story? Is it what it is? What will happen if we started over? And what will the next number be if we continued? That is my question, and we are on a 2-minute break. I will, yes, 2552. And what's ironic is 2 times 5, 2 plus 5 equals to what is 7 and 10. The French exchanged the sound of the J for the G, 10 and 7. So now I have to understand different and alternative understandings. One of them is that 5 and 5 equals to 10. And then 5 and 2 equals to 7. So what is that? Well, it just so happens that 5 and 2 are opposites on the cube. And now what would 5 and 5 be? Would it be the voided area of a cube? Okay, hold on a second. I just want to see something. There is an 8 and 7 on a cube. There are 8s and 7s. I need to understand them. It's right here. Here's the 7 and the 8. Learn the cube with me. Let's get this game on the roll. Let everybody own, okay, in their own house, the same system where you just put a word in and it tells you everything about that word and all the branches that extend from that word. And you can use to have the 1, the 3, the 5. You can say, well, just jump me to whatever section. How many continuations are they? To learn number association, correct? What is a number association? Number association is like 12, okay, can invert itself to 21. So once that happens, where is 12? Where we begin at 12, right? 12 through 19, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There are only 8. Well, Chaldean works in 8s also. That's one thing. Why are there no more than 8? Because 11 is a duplicate. 10, okay, there is no 0. 0 is the area space encompassed, creating a new number to the encompassed area space, because 0 happens to be an association of total area space, but it's only one part of like the proton, the electron, and the neutron coming together. So what is 6 and 1, 6 and 1, 6 and 1? Because they are not connected together with the one that associates the metrics, okay, for that connection. I say the metrics because they don't work. They work. I don't know how they work together. I'm going to tell you honestly, but I see strands within themselves, right? Different way the 6 strands can play, and 6 strands playing. I can tell you right here what happens with all these 6 strands if they're running the same way as this cube. And that's what I'm reading back to you. Also to note that binary is only 6. 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1. 3, 6, 9, 12. Look at that. On the 4th one, I repeat, 3, 6, 9, 12, repeat. But when I get back to 3 again, do you follow what I'm saying? 3, 6, 9, 12, 1 and 2 equals to 3. I think I've been down 20 streets right now, so I'm not sure who's confused. So let's see who's here. If anybody wanted to say something, tall scratching, if anybody wants to come up, let me know. So let me see where I was with this piece over here. So I was explaining that if we're in the time, I just want to use the rat, and I really want to use the rat because it's the first Chinese zodiac sign. And are there, I never looked it up, I can probably look this up, are there, what zodiac sign would the rat actually be? Which years does the rat happen? So let me see what the rat years are. I'm just talking to myself right now. Give me a minute. Tell me the years of the rat. Wow, I don't know where my eraser went. Not a happy camper here. I'm gonna go look for it in a minute. I'm going to show you why. See, it's 1924. So in 1924, okay, the year of the rat, okay, is 10, 11, 12, 16. It's a 7. 9, 18, 19, 22, 25. It's a 7. 28, 20, right? 9, 8, sorry, 19, right? It's a 1. 12, 22, or 12, 22. It's a 4. It's a 7. It's a 1. It's a 4. It's a 7. It's a 1. It's a 4. It's a 7. So the rat runs with a cardinal sign. Has anybody ever spoken about this before? I want to be challenged on this because I have no idea what I'm talking about. The numbers told me this. Do you believe me? Is this true? Does somebody know the answer to this? The rat's not the only one. The other one that runs the same system, okay, is the rabbit. Runs the same system. Numeric value for rabbit is 52. Numeric value for rat is 39. They're talking about the cardinal sign, just to know that I have put together reasons for what says what, which comes from already games that exist or stories that exist. For instance, the first one is when you create the A letter on quadrille paper, okay, and you bring it to a point, that point will happen between 4 area spaces, not breaking any lines as per rule for creating of the singular letter. I will run each side at 45 degrees and no less than. Otherwise, I break and create one house more than the other. In between, I'm going to draw things what are fair other than what is, it's 2 lines down, 1 line in. No, I draw on the 45-degree angle finished. Now, the thing is, right, how do I figure it out? For myself, I think it's easy to take a protractor, make a round. I know where the center is, put a square on the outside, then put a line through it, put a square on the inside to the lines of the connections between the square on the outside. And that's how you start that. And then you start to box that in. It takes 26, it takes 26, it takes 19, yes, it takes, hold on a second. It takes 19 circles with 18 and 1 to the heart in order to create what is the cross of the cube. So I'm going to say it a different way. Okay. I want to see if I said this right, because somehow I see I made a mistake or I didn't explain it properly. It sounded like I absolutely knew it and I thought I did, but now I just lost it. So let me take a look to double check myself. Woo, looking good. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. What did I just say now? Wow, I have to back this up. Oh, I feel so bad. Where was I? Yes, okay. Okay, Rubik's Cube. Yes. Okay, in order to encompass one side of Rubik's Cube, it takes 1 area space at the heart of 8. So there are 8 and 1 equals to 9. But the center, okay, we do not see that cube. So there is 8 plus 0, okay, equaling to 8 plus 1. Why? The area space in the center, or 8 plus 0. Therefore, 0 equals to 6. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. And now what we're going to get is we're going to get the bottom row, which is 8 and 1 equals to 9. Or yes, 8 and 1 equals to 9. Let me explain this. Okay. If you break Rubik's Cube apart, or if you're the builder of Rubik's Cube, you will see there are 6 sides. You will see that there are 12 edges. You will see that there are 8 corners. You will see, okay, that it spins, okay, in 3 directions. and 3 directions, right? You can spin it this way, you can spin it this way, you can spin it this way, and then you can do all the opposite directions, right? So I know it's right. So okay. So now with the six sides, okay, you get 12 edges and 8 corners. That's a total of 20. Now you get the one that is in the center of 6 sides. Then you get, okay, 6. It's a total of 26. Now the part that is connected to the singularity, okay, is the part you do not see that everything spins from. Everything is connected to those 6 parts. 6 control, 1 and 6. 1 controls 6, controls 20, equaling to 27. And this number is a relative to what is 13 and to what is 7. I'm going to explain that. It's going to be connected to our alphabet. It's going to be connected to the deck of cards. It's going to be connected to the Sumerian or Aztec, Mayan, what is it, the 13 name days or the 7 name days of the Mayan wheel that spins around, the Hab or the Toltec calendar. Or I'm not sure what to call it. Yeah, so I want to make that system so that we can all put it in. First of all, right now, I'm learning the system along with you. And once you learn the system and see what it says, is that's pretty interesting. And what it is it puts you on a new trend of thought, showing you other words that go along with these cycles. And you're starting to you're born again in your mind, seeing, oh, look at this book. It's almost like you're writing yourself a book. Your interest of the day can be telling you a story like, what was my dream about last night? And we can go to Dream Seeker. First of all, what Dream Seeker can be is what the average of the algorithm of the others say, okay, and what they're connected to. So I'd have to look at either the book, the name of the book, the name of the person, to instead of looking at the book directly, but judge the book by its cover, right? Judge it by the publisher, and things like that, the number of pages in the book, right? Where you cannot you can't change it by what others think. What others think is something else. This is something that is unequivocal, having its own reality, right? Protractor. Okay, I missed a little bit. I'm just going back to look at yeah, don't be shy if you want to come up. My cat is very cute. I'm just going back through some of the comments. Thank you for the gifts, the badges, not just for today, but every day. Much needed. Thank you very much. Much, much, much. Math to build more yes, cat trees. Absolutely. I'm not sure. Like I said, the trees are the treats. But I just, you know what? There's a lot of things. You got out of jail from this thing, Cat Buzz? I'm here. Yeah, I'd like to get out to any island for here and there, travel a little bit, get out, do the work somewhere else. Always somebody holding on each side. Let's get these things done. Although I'm a little shy in front of the camera, my cat don't talk to anybody. No one's watching me now. Is it okay? No, I'm not going to say this. Give me a minute. I have one more song to play. 1828. 88 constellations. 88 constellations. Why do I say that? I don't want to change the seventh gate by the 88 constellations. When the 1 and the 2 come together, that is the basic creation. Alpha, beta, A and B. How can we look at it? How did we Alibaba? Oh, look. They had a movie. It's AB Normal. Hey, AB Normal, is it 1221 yet? I don't know. What is 1221? Well, it's a cardinal sign. What do you mean it's a cardinal sign? Yes, the two cardinals, okay, that light up the communication network. 1221. Explain it to me. I will. When 720 and 21 minutes go by, it equals to 741 minutes, which also equates to 200 and, is it 47? I think it's 247. 600 and 120, 720, 741. Cardinal signs, each and every one of them. 7 months of 31 days, 4 months of 30 days, the 1 month of Valentine's, the 45th day of the year, the passage between one side and the other side. When the spirit meets the soul, Valentine's Day, the true love, nothing to do with you. 321 days remain in that year. Not ABC, but it's 3BA, CBA. 107 times 3 equals to 321. 5 times 2, 5 plus 2 equals to 10, equals to 7. J and G, almost like saying Jesus God. 10 and 7, 17. 17 is an association to the corridor of DC. Dog, cat, DC Comics. Do you remember I spoke before and I said the cat jumps into the dog? I spoke about purple, cold. I didn't finish that. When blue and cold come together, they create the color of purple. Power is 77. Blue and red create purple. Power equals to 77. There's 88 into the constellations. Where do we get power? Well, when you mix the hot and the cold together, which is the 77, right? The energy created between the differences creates that power. Power up the constellation of the Christ. Let Jesus rest in our soul. Power up the Christ. Let us use our hearts. That is the breaking point of our life. Communication to the above. And that communication from what is 88 breaks down to what is electric company. When we're all done with this story, there will be no doubt in any of our minds that this place we're in right now, the words we speak, the communication we have at this present moment, the difficulties that I perceive to presume that is all around this, the house we live. So it becomes electric company. Not sure if you can see that. It's electric company. And the location of this electric company Orphan Roulette. The orphan children. The 13th sign, Orpheus. 1776. 5157 divided by 319. 940. 54 for the Son, 74 for Jesus, 75. 5775. The end, just looking at the end is 9 and 6. Just looking at the end is 4 and 7. 9 and 6, 4 and 7. I'm just trying to think of where I can put that. So with that said, 5775. I'm going to take another 2-minute break here. I want to explain these dice in 5775. Now remember, what is my credibility? Am I here to manipulate you? Am I going to show you something that has no bearing in your life? Why spend any more time here? A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. For the sake of Michael Jackson, don't go away. M, J, M, K. M and J, the 13th and the 10th. What are they? A, B, C, D, 10. And C, A plus B equaling to C, 3. For the 13, JC, Jesus Christ. J, A, B, C, D, M is 13. Okay, birth in the upper realm. Okay, in the house of Aquarius. Why are they saying that? I don't know. Right, house of Aquarius, right. The house of Bait under the two moons, Mars go, although Mars is the fourth planet, although Venus is the second planet, we're born under the house of Venus, and we have what's participating in the house of Venus are the two moons in Mars. What's participating in the Earth house, okay, in the singular Earth, in the singular moon of the Earth house is the one planet of Mercury, playing a role inside of the Earth house, while Venus plays through Mars. Noted that there's a corridor between the third and the fourth house. Not by my choice. This is not my choice. And then again, it's all my choice. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. So all the dice are doing the same thing. There are a few dice that are off. There are some counterfeit dice out there. I have to watch out. Also to note, 6 sides, the highest is 64, right? This cube is for Mars or Venus. It starts off at 2. It's 2, 4. It's Mars, Venus, the corridor is Earth in the duplicate. I call this Abraham's cube. I also like to say that Elon Musk is the same number. The only thing that's missing from this is number 13 or 31. Jacob's ladder. Why? I want to create 13s. I want to, is that what I said? Yes. I need to create 7s. 3 and 4 is 7. 1 and 6 is 7 for 77. Power of the Christ. That's the number I want to base off of. And you know that the pig has the highest rating, 977. You can create another word. I think there is there another word? I, R, and then it's G, Y, P, G, Y, P. Oh no, G, Y, P. Yeah, G, Y, P, right. G, Y, P, G, Y, P. I, Iggy, Piggy. I got Piggy. Yeah, because pig is just P16. 1 and 6 is 7. The P letter is holding of the 7th gates. It's right here. That is the P. What is the reverse of the P? It's Aquarius. It's the 11th letter, K, like for the canine. So I don't know how it works. And remember that what is Aquarius, okay? What is Aquarius? Think deeper into the name. There's something deeper into the Aquarius. And also, when I think of Aquarius, I'm also associating with Neptune. The association of the 8, the 10, the 11, and the 13 are all in the same ring. They're all in the same ring. This here and this piece over here, they're the same. And then what happens is it opens up.
over here. When I don't write this, it becomes this open gap over here. Or it becomes this half here and this half here. So they switch. What I do is I go 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. When I create the design in squares, look what happens. There's no gap. The dots show a heart point. Here, there's no heart point. They're all connected. When I work with the X, you can see full separation. But when I create 2, 4, 6, 8, I create an inverted 5 area. If you notice, the 5th area is all where the squares are. 5, 14, 23, 32. 5, 14, 23, 32. And then when you do it, I'm trying to see, yes, okay, over here, just trying to see what it is. Yes, here's where it is. Here's where the ring comes together. This is why I told you it was the ring. This is where 8, hold on a second, let me take a look. Okay, this is upside down. Okay, I want to go this, I want to figure out from here. Okay, so this is 7, this is 10. This is over here. 8, 11, 10, 13. Right? So Aquarius is in here. So what is 11 over here would be 29 over here, beginning of the new cycle. 29. What is 29 there is 11 here. What is 8 here is 26 over here. 2, 5, 8 all the way down, and then you replicate it. See what happens over here? See what happens? You have an X and a Y. I spoke before, there's 36 area spaces. And you get the Y here and the Y here. You get the X here and you get the X here. You get the 1, 1, you get the 1 here, you get the 1 here. So you can see it's a direct replica. You can see the open space here and here. Right? This is an exact replica. So I need to create exactly how many of these do I need to replicate with. So we know we only have the first dozen, the second dozen, and the third dozen. The second dozen, okay, will include this piece here. When you go from 13 and you run over to, hold on a second, when you go from 13 to 24, that includes the splicer, that it splices where the X and Y to where is the X and Y, bringing the bottom Y to the X, and then these two will reconnect again. It ends. So this is number 36, and we're going to begin over here. Either I'm going to flip it this way and do 2 36s, right? Or I'm going to put the begin back together and create its rotation. Number 37 is a new rotation. And then number 73 is a new rotation, etc. And I'm going to show you a little bit of that, but we're all going to take a little bit of a break for questions and see why, what was in my mind or my head when I created the pumpkin up in the sky. Or how about this? If you look online, look at that. This is online. I put it on a place called Cow 2015. Do your own studies, right? Treatment or blah, blah. I'm not going to get into that. I don't want to get barred or banned. You mad at me? Are you mad at me? Do you like me? Do you know why you have to like me? You know why I'm making you like me? Because I'm going to give you love. And you know why I'm giving you love? Because I know you're only here for me. You only chose to come here for me. I remember I said, you're the last cat on earth I want to know. Hey, you're the last cat on earth I want to know. Hey, you're the last cat on earth. Shut up and keep patting me. Just shut up and keep patting me. I need all that lovin', all that lovin'. Hey, right? Right? I'm just giving it to you, eh? Hey, what do you, oh my God, don't you love it? Hey, hey, what are you doing, eh? And that was all for me. That was all for me. I am just not a nice guy, I'll tell you that. That's as far as I go. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. As long as everybody's smiling, I can lean back and do my work. What, Ma? Oh, my mother keeps asking me, what work do you do?
I said numbers, Ma. She says, oh, I don't want to know. My mother's born in the 5th month on the 25th day. She's a 5'7". So I used to have dreams at the age of about 12 or 13. My dreams were about numbers and letters, and they were scary. They were in a white room. Completely the opposite of today. I got rid of all the white and I left one piece in the kitchen, and it says TV on it. And I learned 30 years later, no, sorry, 20 years later, that the reverse of TV, reverse alphabet of TV, the reverse of TV is 5G. The numeric value that go onto this, the letter T and the letter G equal 27, the 20th and the 7th letter, the 22nd and the 5th letter. 5G. This will equal to 42 or 24. It's 4 and it's 2. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is 8 and 6. The numeric value for the cat is 8 and 6, division of the 7th gate. Between the complete heaven of 8 and 6. Now, what is this 8 and 6? I already showed you what it is. I'm going to show you again. It's right here. When I mentioned this over here and this, well, I'm going to show you what it actually looks like, and you tell me if it's possible that it exists. Let me give myself some light. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's what it's going to look like. So I'm going to connect 7 and 3, 10. And I'm going to connect 1 and 9, 10. And look for my color pencils to connect other stuff. And we're going to connect 4 and 6, 10. And they're going to connect 2 and 8, 10. And that's going to be 40 plus 20. Well, because each time I went over the 5 spot, right? Each time I went over the spy spot. Just to note that if you look clearly through that dice, you can see there's 3 more area space not counted. Correct? But wait a second. Right? Do you see that? 3 up here, 3 here, 1 here. And when I turn it down this way and this way, so you can see this complete cube, okay, is showing you 7 of 9 spaces. Every single side is the same area space. Therefore, this cube is 9 of 9. But what you see, what they show you is a different story. And that's the story within. That is the story I tell you. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Numbers are shown different ways. Sometimes it's a single dot. The Mayan go by a dot and a line, right? The Mayan go with dots and lines to equal to what is 5, to equal to what is 1, right? That must have been important. Could it have been maybe area, right? And was it 50? 1. Why did we do that to the 5, right? Why couldn't they do 5T1, right? Why did they do that? Why did they have to change the F for a V, 6 for 22? So I'm going to look at that, not right now, okay? 22 is more for Mars. 22 is for a duplication of life. It's a 20-second later, it's bust. Perhaps this is for the neutron, the basis of the neutron. What is F? F is the highest number before you go to the double life, right? What is the double life? Well, here it is. Or maybe the triple life, right? You get 6, you get 1 through 6, and then you get another cube 1 through 6, and you get another cube 1 through 6 equals to 21, equals to 21, equals to 21. The question is, you come in with 3, but you only get to play with 2. The other one, perhaps it's the moon or the sun. Before you receive it inside of you, your brain, your body, right? Perhaps your brain and your body, right? See this cube, like see how close it is together? Why don't you look at, like that would be, if you were looking at Rubik's Cube, you'd be looking at like that, right? If you were looking at Rubik's Cube. Right? But these are fractals. These are only parts, right? These are only parts. You shouldn't be looking at it like that. You should be looking at it like all separate like that. Right? And there's a lot of stuff in here that you don't see. The 6, the 3, the 7, the 3, the 5, the 4, the 3, and you're not looking which way they're going. See the way that one's going? 7 and 3 on the calculator. Look at that. It's going up. 1, 5, and 9. 3 fire signs. 2 is up. So I bet this and this are the same thing. 3 fire signs off to the right. 4, 6, and 3. There you go. Oh, look at that. So we have a problem because I never saw this doing this before. Does that do that on all the dice? You see, not the same dice. See how rounded the corners are in this one? They put the 3 this way. All the square dice is this way. This is the casino dice. And what does this one say? That one says that way. I have to go and check these dice out. What is this one saying? Okay, that's good. These two are not, this not conform. This one, wow, I have to check that out. I have to go check that out. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's check that out. Show me a professional dice cube, all the sides, please. Oh my God, that's what I find. Yeah, so I don't want to sit on here and look. The thing is, I don't believe when we do that, number one, right away it tells me that there must be a multitude of stories. So one of the stories is like this. Between 1 and 99, there are 9 singular numbers. There are 9 there are 9 there are 9 singles. There are 9 doubles of what is 10 through 90. There is 9 there's 9 replicas, which is like 11, 22, etc. And then there what is 36 duplicates, and that is 21, 12, 31, 13, 41, 14, 51, 15, 61, 61, 16. Now, the thing about that, everything stops at this point. Because what happens, there's 2 things happening. And in numbers, it ends over here. Between the cube and the days of the month, only these 2 numbers can be inverted in themselves. Yes, they do have replicas to them. Their opposition replica to 1221 is 89. I'm going to write it out. 8 and 9. And then it becomes 2 and 3. And then it becomes 5 and 6. This is the basis of our creation. Okay, where does this come from? I'm going to explain it to you. 1 between 2 equaling to 3. That's the basics of association. I can associate it towards what is the singular moon of Earth, the 2 moons of Mars. 1 between 2, father and mother. What happens is 2 and 1, I need to bring everything to where on a protractor, right? The center would be this one area going all the way around. And then the second part, right, which would be the bullseye and the division, right? It also explains the perimeter of the board and the heart of the board. When you bring 4 perimeters together, right, you can create the perimeter as the heart of the board, equaling to what it would look like. You see these. I'm going to remove this. See the 4, just a 4 in the corner? That's what it would be. It would be only 4 area spaces in that instance. I'm going to see if I can explain that again. So yes, so this one over here is 4 and 4, and this one is 7 and 7. You have 7 months of 31 days, 4 months of 30 days, 1 month of what is the 28 for 3 years. Now, what is it with 7? 7 times 3 is 21, 2 and 1 is 3. 4 by 3 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 3 by 1 is 3. Our basic creation is AB is 3, 3, 3, which is the association, what they're anointing to what is the 7 months, the 4 months, and the 1 months of the year. Replicating that could be replicating what is the movement of the 12 zodiac signs and the 88 association of the 88 constellations. We're going to take a 2-minute break. I'm going to come back and explain this. I need to catch my breath. Like, I know I'm all over the place. We need a panel. I have to help those who want to learn so we can get this, like I said, onto the system and have a meeting place, continue to push this together. 2027 is of 98 years is the replica in time between 2020 and between 1929 and 2027. 66, 66, 66. Between each of the years is 1 year. 66 and 1, connecting the next 66 and 1. Okay, we are at that point right now, connecting the last of the 66 years and 1, bringing us to the year 2027. The actual numeric value for this year in star math, okay, is number 20, is number 27. Is number 29. The year is 2025. We are at the beginning, the first year of the cycle. Now, the year 2027, okay, is going to reduce itself to a 23. Let me see if I did that right. Probably not. 2027 is 47. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Okay, tell me why. Tell me what I did. Okay, 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 7 is 28. 2 times 2 times 5 is 29. No. Times, plus 11, plus 11. Okay, equals to 39 and 17. Angels of Mars. And this year it is Earth this year. It's the Fox Passage year. This is going to be 2027. Also to note that there was also a skip over between 45 and 47 in the presidencies. I'm trying to see where else the combination. Number 27 is for the mother. Number 20 in both instances are for the 1 plus 20 part of the cube. The association of the Monopoly game. Here's the Monopoly game. So when I was talking about the quadrants of 20, this is a one area space. The board gets divided here. These are the trains. So the area space here, which there's an encompassment around the area of 8. 1 and 8 equals to 9, equaling to the same area space as the cube. Therefore, this can reflect Rubik's Cube. You have 3 areas, but yet it's missing an area. I cannot do it, right? I need 3, and 3 is 6, and then I need 9. I need 2 more rows, equaling that if I did do this, I'd have to increase the size of this to what is 15 by 15 equals 225. Wow, and that would be a representation of being born in the 225 area, the 135 reverse counterclockwise. It would be in the negative sun area, 22.5 and 22.5 on the angle of 45 in the 225 degree position, 135 reverse clock. This is clockwise and counterclockwise. So what we have here is what I did is 2025 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 4 times 5 is 20 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 equals to 9 plus 20 is 29. That's this year. It's a new beginning. In 2027, okay, although we get the whole entirety gets switched over, our value is 39, so that's creation of the bird. It creates coming into the house of vet under the construct of this.
2027. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 7 equals to 28. 2 plus 2 plus 7 equals to 11 plus 28 equals to 39. This is where I get the equation from. Yes, I'll take a look. Let me bring this back. So now I also wanted to point this out. So when I pointed that out, negative, negative, plus, plus, negative, negative, plus, minus, plus, minus. I look at everything. So here is what I want to get back to, but we're going to 2-minute break. I'm going to explain to you how the ABC system is connected up. And eventually we'll get to the Mayans and the replicas. Yes, and in the singles, what I was talking about, 1 through 9, those are all singles, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, those are all singles, right? Except when you get to the 70, the 80, and the 90, there's a different story going on because of how the French say it. There are 36 duplicate numbers, right? 89, 98, 79, 97, 69, 96. You follow me? And 9 and 6 is 15, 1 and 5 is 6. 89, 8 and 9 is 17, right? The last replica number is 89, is the last replica number. Do you know what the first is? 12. That is our alphabetic creation. 89 equals to 17. It's your high Q connected to your A, B, C, D, 10. Reverse alphabet. High Q, A, B, C, D, J. QJ, 27. Division of 7, I'll get back with that. Division of 7. Okay, I'm going to show you the rest of this soon, but I definitely need a 5-minute break here. Don't know how long I've been here. Just want to show you these two pictures. This one here is not, could be this one here, and maybe not. It depends. There's a difference in here. Here, I'm only showing a window, which means there's a dot between 4 area spaces. This one owns its own area space. If I was to take the protractor to this one, in order to create the square in the center, or what the square will show in the center, will show 4 circles. That when you get to a window and put your protractor on it, you're going to create a circle right around that area space in between the 4 windows. That's the difference of the two. Going to be back in a couple of minutes. I want to see if I can play this song here that I wrote today as well, or more or less.
Setting a dream like Courtney the cloud, stars and floating computer chips. One judge, no jury, everyone's both a witness and a suspect. I walked into the courtroom of my own mind, wearing tunnel to the truth. Setting a dream like Courtney the cloud, stars and floating computer chips. One judge, no jury, everyone's both a witness and a suspect. I walked into the courtroom of my own mind, wearing a suit stitched from every version of me. The prosecutor was me, the defendant also me, the judge me in a row with a cosmic calculator. Who dropped the plate? I did, I said, but I was laughing because she told the joke away. He told her and she told me, or maybe I was just tired of carrying the jury of fish, birds, dogs, and digital avatars all leaned and Clifford Wag, Big Bird, Great Jack, hook in hand, grin from the gallows of logic. What if the plate had a thaw, I said, because sometimes the crash is the clue. And then the judge me leaned in and whispered, in the game you built, everyone is you except the plugs. They're the girls, because you're the key. So who do I blame? You can blame the laugh or the tone, or the moment she said Mary and you said Jesus. But at the end of the day, it was your breath that brought the soul back alive. That breath? That was the song. Not my fault. When it was shining on me, I blamed it on him. He said it was her, so we blamed it again. Plate on the floor, crash of fate. I laughed too loud, must have tempted the weight. Was it my hand, or just a joke in time? I swear I was blind. In the rhythm and rhyme. It's not my took the hill, he took what's left. R is 18, L is 12. Life after death is a magic spell. The dog barked twice, the fish took flight, and Big Bird soared in the pale moonlight. They asked for my feet, I gave them 4. They buried me 6, now I'm back for more. I saw the signs and the numbers and names in fairy tale flames and video games. Dr. Mario couldn't save the plug, so I dove down deep to the water's hug. Every girl a tunnel, every boy a key, every spark a universe that wants to be. And I cried out loud, who made the fault? The echo said you, and also not. It's not my fault, but I played the part. I held the plate. I laughed from the heart. A spark in the dark. A slip in the code. But in every mistake, there's a new episode. Amen alive. The heart still beats through tunnels and tales and digital streets. Blame it on love, blame it on me. I'm the one and only in the court of the free. Baby's breath, the beat of a computer booting up life. Guitar. Baby's breath, then the beat of a computer booting up life. Guitar. Eternal to the truth, setting a dreamlike court made of cloud stars and floating computer chips. One judge, no jury. Everyone's
Let me
both
see if there's
witness and a
something else here.
suspect. I walked into the courtroom
No.
of my own mind, wearing a Well, it's Fred's big day. He got out of bed, woke up late with a bowling ball head. His room was a mess, and the goldfish was dead. There was ketchup on the ceiling, and the floor was red. He looked in the mirror, gave a stare, and said, I think last night I accidentally wed to a mannequin bride from aisle 3 instead. Now there's glitter in the sheets and a shoe in the bread. That's dead, not really just
Whoop.
in his head. He guessed. Well, it's Fred's big day. He got out of the bed, woke up late with a bowling ball head. His room was a mess, and the goldfish was dead. There was ketchup on the ceiling, and the floor was red. He looked in the mirror, gave a stare, and said, I think last night I accidentally wed to a mannequin bride from aisle 3 instead. Now there's glitter in the sheets and a shoe in the bread. That's dead, not really just in his head. He gasped too hard and broke the bed. Spilled hot sauce on his favorite bread, but he's still rocking birthday fed. And you raise your glass for chaos, Fred. He went outside with a helmet of lead, shouting, it's my birthday, I want jam and some Zed. The neighbors all stared, but the cat just said, dude, chill out, you're off your meds. He turned around, he wasn't alone. There were clowns in suits and a dog with a phone. A cake exploded with a frosted tone. Not happy birthday, Fred, now pay off that loan. Red balloons and shredded bread, a toaster on fire in the flower bed. Fred played drums with the lump of bread because the voices told him rock instead. Fred's dead, not really just in his head. He gets too hard and broke the bed. Spilled hot sauce on his favorite bread, but he's still rocking birthday fed. May you raise your glass for chaos, Fred. He likes dead. Just kidding, he's in the shed, hanging polka dots on a rubber sled. Wrote a haiku to a slice of bread and named his cactus Mr. Ed. The Fred's wild, Fred's weird, Fred's birthday's here, so scream real loud and chug root beer. Let the madness spread, no rules, just dread. It's the party of the year and it's all for Fred. Not if you want a melody suggestion, or if you want to add verses about party guests, space lizards, or an electric kazoo solo, happy birthday to Fred, wherever or however he is.
I got restricted appeal. So what is that? Okay, I had to submit the appeal. It comes off the internet. What can I tell them? Okay, I got restricted. Anybody want to Come, let's take a look what's going on here. I'm going to get back to my work. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Cat trees extravagant. I'm not sure who's here. Wait a second. We had Westy Boat. I joined. You will not be disappointed. Astrofied. When did you put that? I don't know who put that. I will not be disappointed. Astra. What is that? Let me look at that. Astrofied. Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, anybody out here ever play Tower of Defense or something? Anybody ever hear of that game? Tower of Defense. If you like those games, I'm just like giving it a boot up for my nephew. He doesn't really need a boot up. Somehow, I don't know what he did, but he made a game for them. So whatever it is, Tower of Defense. So I thought TD, Tower Defense, Tower Defense, Tower Defense, Tower Defense. You know, I can just remove the D and E because to take the D and E away from the fence, I can use the fence, so the D and E is unneeded. And the toe with the ER, I don't have to tow anything for the ER. I don't have to tow anything. I just have to check out. I knew that was a little dumb of me putting that on, but I didn't know it said that because I didn't listen to it before. It's a none for me. Oh, my system notification. Payment information required. Okay, hold on a second. Close all. Open this one. Go back here. Hit that one. System notification. Payment information. Live rewards. I have no warning here. Okay, it is what it is. I can't stay nervous. I'm also on. If somebody wants, check this out. I got a great idea. If somebody wants to have a lot of fun, right? Let's open up my personal page so I can come on and do lives where nobody can say anything to us, like on StreamYard, and do it another way. And then we can save it somewhere. Let's set this up. Am I incapable of doing it myself? No. Is it costly to do this? A little bit. Does it take a little bit of time to do it? Yeah, a little bit. I know the people that can probably set it up for me properly, whatever it is. So if you want to call them and set it up with them, that's great. But whatever it is, I don't like the system the way it is. This should only be a place I come in order to get people to come to a place that we can't be disturbed, right? But you also know that it has to be happening at the same time from both places. I need to be disturbed. Others say I'm already disturbed. I go, okay, under your judgment. I love to be judged. I really do. I don't like to be heckled. Wait a sec. I'm missing because I saw that I took a picture of the sunset. Okay, in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, it's a step to the what? A step to the left, a walk to the right. Another thing is what's going on in pickleball. See, ball is number 27. Puck is number 51. So 27, because, I mean, on a cube, Pickleball. Why pickleball? Puck is 51. Ball is 27. 57.75. You would say that's the low. You would say that's the high. Yes? No? Would you say that's the low too? Could be mistaken also as 11. Could be mistaken as 66. We don't know. Is it 6 and 6 or is it 66? To who's speaking to who? High low. But I have chosen to only show 5. So if I show 5, I have to cover one side. So therefore, I can only show 5. So if I'm showing the 1, I cannot show the 6. If I show the 6, I cannot show the 1. One and 5 and 2 and 6. So what this is about is got to slow down a little. Just give me a second. Okay. So what it is you cannot, if you're on this side, you cannot be on this side. So to start off at the lowest here and to acquire the 6 is to go over to the 2, and then you'll get that. So when you pick up the 4 cubes, right? When you pick up the 4 cubes, you get that, or you get that. No trick. There's no trick. We live in utopia. It's absolute utopia. You know, why pickleball? Why now? Why pickleball now? So we started with this over here, right? Your alphabet can do this. Your alphabet cannot do this. You're somewhere else. Also to note, the end of the AB is right over here. Here, okay, is what is going to be what is A, and this is going to be what is B. pending which way you're going. But if you start here, it's the M letter and the L letter, the association of this. And it says lamb inside of it, representing male and female, 33 and 44. Also to note that 33 is reverse 44, Isaac and Abraham. Did you know that I can't see too good. You know, it's hard to dive deep, eh? Very, very hard on the system. Sorry. I'm not really sorry, but I mean, I have to let you know, you have to know. I just have to let you know. It is. That's why sometimes I'd say I just like to go to an island where I can feel comfortable diving in. And when I go too deep, sometimes I get a little anxiety. Sometimes it's so deep, I mean, I can't catch up to the thoughts, to the connections that, I mean, and it's such easy connections. I mean, everybody know, and I'm a little upset that I forgot where I was with number 11 Aquarius before, right? That ring I showed you on the floor. The reason for the ring is because there's a connection within the ring that associates 8 and 10 and 11 and 13, 8 and 1 and 2 and 4. And in the lower half of the board are what is 26 and 29 and 28 and 31. Yes, 31, which is 4 and 8 and 2 and 1. Let me see if I did that right. 31 in place of 13, 28 in place of 10, 11 places 29, and 26 replaces 8. 1, 2, 4, 8. You know that's binary. 1, 2, 4, 8. The next one is 7 and then 5. That's 7 and 5 come together this way. Okay. Everybody's so quiet. What's everybody doing? We're down to 5? We're down to 5. Nobody ever has any questions for me. I know you do. Don't be shy. You want to come up, just press that button. You have questions for numbers. I don't have all the answers. I make it up as I go. I show you where I get it from. I show you how I do it. What else looks like the same thing? Then we can question the definition of each of them. Pickleball is a sport. Ball equals to what is 27? 3 times 6, 3 plus 6, holding to 18 and 9. And you know what's funny? Because pivotal, a pivotal point, you can also use it as a universal joint. And in a universal joint, it's a 4 plus the 2 shaft. Actually, wow. It's the 4 as a 2 and 2 equaling the 4, okay, plus the shaft. Right? Has anybody ever seen the way a car or a truck works? So let me show you this. When you have 1 through 5 showing on the dice, the total will be 15. When you have 2 through 6 showing at the dice, the total will be 20. Add it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add it up to 20. You get a total of 35. It just so happens the heart of these cubes are at 3.5. If you want to use it as the year 2015 by 13 moons equals to 26,195, which is 275 over the great year. If we go to what is the Hebrew time of 2015, we get to the year 5775. Orphan roulette. $17, 34 plus 6, 57. Snap it up. Snap it up. Here's your truth. The neighbor to 0, right? The neighbor of 0. Why would they say that? Is 0 a separation? Is that why it's the operator? Is it distorts all the calculations? You know, they just brought in the 39th number into roulette. On this side, 21, 35, 66, 75, 57, 75. Same year. Now, when you do this with the cube, what happens? What happens is you end up with all the combinations you can get with 1 through 5. When you do the 2 through 6, you end up with all the combinations of 2 through 6. And then after that, you'll see the difference, right? Because 1 through 5 is what is the opposition to what is 2 through 6. Because 5 is the opposite of 2. So now if I do 2 and 5, well, 2 and 5 are here. If I do 1 and 6, well, 6 and 1 are here, the opposites of each other. How's everybody doing tonight? What do you see? Pyramid. It's the passageway. We got to get all the way down to the end over here. Get all the way down to the end, right? So is it a pyramid or is there something more to this piece of the puzzle? So this is what happens. In 5,775 years, we get to the year 2015. This is Hebrew time. We saw we're 5775. Electric company. Electric company. Tower of Defense. Electric company equals 5775. Electric company is in the 29th area. Okay, electric company is in the 29th area of monopoly. It's in the 29th area of monopoly. Waterworks. 29. 13 from go. You will dice. And you will say, I got 12. And I would say, okay, go to the 13th position or the 29th position. It's not where you stand. It is the area space you are going to. The properties are all two area spaces. The property border has 88, 48 around 40, 48 around 40, around 32, around 24, around 16, around 8, around 1. That breaks up the board. See that? Board splits at the train tracks. What side of town you getting off at? The track will have here and here. Central station will be right here. Train track will own both sides of the track. The corners will take up the 1 to 2 times the area space. And look at that. The Mediterranean. Because you use 2 dice, see this place over here, because you use 2 dice, you have to go all the way around and come back here. This is area 2. It's also known as what is 3, 3. Why? Because if you start to count here, 1, okay, 2, and the third one is out. And then the second row is 1, 2, the third one is out. But if you go all the way around and back to go again, there's a total of 48. But that stops you here. The 49th one is here. 48, 49. 48, 49. And you start over again. Or you jump into this one over here. 49. 49 is the first one on the second row of go. 50. But really, this is the first area. This is the second area. You start on 1. If you go 12, you go here. Also noted to be number 13. 13 over here. Over here, 13 from over here. Why is that important? What does it mean? Do you want to know more? Give me a minute. Is there an importance for what I do? I share with you the stories that go along with games, with our alphabet, with numbers. So far, I see a direct correlation between 3 and 4, Earth and Mars. Between 3 and 4 in the same corridor of something that is 1. You know what something that is 1 is? Is your nose. I got 2 sides to one area only. I can split it, but I only end up what is 5. You know Monopoly? So also when you come over here, when you come over here, if you own both of them, you will get 10 times the amount of the dice. And otherwise, you will get 4 times the amount of the dice. 10 and 4, okay? Ten and 4. 4, 10. 10, 4. They pay 9 to 5. You're birthed into the E world, or 2 to 1. Yeah, the amount of people I was blocked before, I don't know if I ever got that. What's it called? So when you look at the crap game of craps, I'm going to just take a look over here. Oh, I won the approval. Okay. I mean, it's a song. I mean, I didn't sing it. I didn't say it. Somebody reported me. How come I win 9 out of 10 of these? Why am I constantly winning? Because I love TikTok. I love TikTok. I love TikTok. I love TikTok. As long as my heart is TikToking, it's TikToking. It's TikToking. I feel it. TikToking. TikToking. It's so harmonic. TikToking. 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 Keep talking. Keep talking. Yes. So, anyways, so what happens in the game of craps? You can pay $1, okay, and instead of getting 9 to 5, you end up getting 2 to 1, which explains the 1221 or alpha going between beta, and the price you pay, okay, is the spirit, right? You give up that one spirit. I'm assuming you give up that one spirit, or you give up the one spirit to plug into the 2 spirits of Mars, right? It's like, here's the 2. This is not a scissors, by the way. This is an expression. So you put 1 between 2. Right? Did 1 come over through the moons of Mars? Right? Is this a moon? What would I call it? Is it 1 between 2 this way? Is it 1 between 2 this way? Which way am I supposed to look at it? I mean, we can all like discuss a lot of things, but right now I'm looking at it in the mode 1 between 2, whichever way it has to be, whichever way, wherever the story brings me, and then we can look at it later. Right now, we're still building the story. I'm a slowpoke. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's been 20 years. That's it. I'm like a newbie on the block. I've only been doing this for 20 years. It took me 20 years to get here just to catch up to those who already knew. It's like I'm a newbie on the block. In this domain, I'm a newbie. This is like my first year. I'm in my 21st year, and I approve this message. Yeah, just give me a little bit of, I just need to get a water. I'm going to go for a breather outside. I think I'm going to put on another song, something a little different. I would like to know what you'd like to know. The Monopoly game is on the 28 and 29, the cycle of 28 and the new cycle at 29. It's also what is 13 away, whichever way you go, clockwise or counterclockwise. It's 13 moons. Is it 616? That we should be here for as many days of creations to see each of the creations go on by? 13. Should we be what is the 313, which once was the 373,
running of the 373 running of the Mayan cycles, 373, which is what would be 13. There's 616, what is 13? There's 373, there's 535, different combinations, how the gears work. How do I know? Because they work out to 13. Whatever three numbers work out to 13, and then it works off the 2 gears. And what happens on those 2 gears? 9 and 4, 13, 8 and 5, 13, 7 and 6, 13. You know what the opposite of 8 and 5, 13 is? 2 and 5, 7. What's the opposite of 7 and 6? 3 and 4. What's the opposite of 1 and 6? 9 and 4. 1 plus 5, 6. 4 plus 5, 9. 1 plus 6, 7. 3 plus 1, 4. 5 plus 3, 8. 3 plus 2, 5. Talk to the calculator. Hello, Mr. Calculator. Who made you? Why did you put them in that position? Why didn't you put me 414 so I can spell hi, IQ? Hi, IQ. Why do I talk like that? Another brick on the wall. Teachers, leave those kids alone. I didn't say they were goats. I said that ABC, first, second, third, gold, silver, bronze, runner-up, fourth, TH, TH, THC. The corridor of what is TH is C. Why? Why do we get H from C? Because you need the operator or the differential or the separation of bringing what is C into what is C in transformation. Life into life. L and L, 12. ABBA. Life into life. ABBA. Why do I say that? The 12th letter is L. The 9th letter is I. The 9 for the birth, the 12 for the birthday, going around in 12. The F and E is for 11. The 5 and 6 brings together what is the 1 and 2. Here's your 1 and 2. The opposite of what the 1 and 2 is the 5 and 6. So when I turn these around, you're just going to see, whoop, 1, 2, 5, 6. And then you're going to see, look, corridor or the pole, all going around 3 and 4, everything going around Earth and Mars. Now, where are these subjects taking place? Where are we? I don't know yet. I haven't really looked too close at that. I have a whole bunch of scenarios, and every scenario and story I have is because it's already existing somewhere. Could be in the deck of cards. Could be snakes and ladders. I don't know. Could be on ice. Could be in the middle of second period. You do know the second period, okay, is the transition between what is leaving the first half of the game into the second half of the game, leaving what is third and what is first being played in what is second on ice between 6 and 6 players. We have to remember the players box, the penalties. So where are we in this? Yes, so let me take a look at my book. Take a glass of water. Oh, me, my. Yeah, it's early. I thought I was going to do a short little video and then come back here like 10:30, 11 o'clock and take a little bit of a break. You know, I still didn't finish with this part. When I said 5G in 5775, right, the 5G, the T reverse alphabet G. The G is the 7th letter. The V reverse alphabet E, it is the 5th letter. So I got 5G. Why TV? Well, that's what it is. So the TV is number 42, the 22nd and the 5th letter. The 7th letter and the 5th letter equals to 12. So what we note is that they're both
in what might be 7 and what might be 19. The hidden 7, the hidden 19 in Elohim. Why? The letter L is the soft letter where the E sound is before the letter. Unlike G, unlike T, unlike P, where the E comes after. If we regard this as a Roman numeral where a 1V would end up to be 4, and a little extent of that, and also to be discussed, why can I not use the same revelation over here? The other thing I was speaking about is how the 2 becomes the half-life. And this is the reason why we count 1, 3, 5. When we count 1 dot, 2 dots, 3 dots, 5 dots, that's pretty cool, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I say 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 dots. But the second dot here, okay, is separating this area space here between 1 and 3. So therefore 2, okay, and every number is going to cut an odd area space. First, it's going to cut the space between 1 and 3. And then when it comes to 3, it's going to be cutting the space between 1 and 3 here and here. So I have to give different numbers for each one of the boxes. So do I numerate the boxes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Or do I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I do not know yet. I will have to look. When you count up and down, when you count upside this way, see the area space is free, the area space is free, and you're counting 1, 3, 5 to the heart. And here you're counting 1 line, 3 lines, 5 lines. Here you're counting 2, 4, 6 dots. This and this would replicate itself. This cannot start like this. We need something to start it from, and it's a 1 dot. This and this are different. This one will replicate the 9, a 33, and this is going to represent a 22. (22), 33. Because I started with a 2 and I squared it off, otherwise it's a half area space and I'm running on this angle. This is a 2 by 2 area space, a 3 by 3, Mars and Earth. So we also showed before, we talked about dimension. Why is it more of a dimension? Well, if we talked about quarters, we'd have 4 parts. The only thing I can get with quarters, okay, is 3 and 6. 3 and 6 work with quarters. 3 and 6. 3, 6, 9, 12. 6, 12, 18, 24. So A, B, C, D to what is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I hate writing crooked. 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, I did 4 equations. I added 3 until 1 and 2 equals to 3 again. The 10th time it'll be 0, 3. On the 10th time, it'll reflect completely itself with 3 and 0. It'll do the same thing with 6, 12, 18, 24, 2 and 4, 6, 1 and 2 is 3. It replicated on itself, but not with 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Only on the 10th one did it say 2 again. I didn't have to do that with 3 because 3 has a multitude of dimensions within its own. By the time it reaches the 10th level, you would have made 21, and then you would have made 30. So you'll have 3, 12, 21, and 30. Unlike, well, you'll have just 2 and 2. So there's only a 2 dimension over here.
to where there would be a 4-dimension over here. Four dimensions of 3 and 6. And then you would have the, what would it be? The 4 dimensions, this would be the 2 dimensions. I'm trying to see, I don't know if that wording is right. I'm hoping you understand. So this is where 1, 2, 3 becomes the half-life, the half-world, where 2, 4 in binary becomes the whole life. And when you count with binary, okay, into this number of 2, 4, 6, 8, to note that 2 is okay, 4 is okay, 8 is okay, 16 is okay, and that's it. If you're counting binary this way, I have to go 2, 4, 8 and all the way to 16. Everything else is in between. And then binary is going to end back at 32, right? I'm going to go up to 32. So I'm going to have to go 20. I'm going to have to go to 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. And then I go to 32. And then I'm going to mark that one up. And I think I have to, okay, yes, it ends. Let me see, did I do that right? I did the 5. That's in the, oh, wait a second. Okay, wait a second. 32. And yeah, oh my God, I have to go 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64. Okay, and then I have to stop. I have to stop at 64. Okay, so where did I repeat 2 again? 48, no. 52, 59, 56. Okay, 56. 56, 56, 56, 20. Okay, let me explain this. Let me take a little bit of water. Give me 2 seconds to breathe. Yes, the 13th, yes, aligns. It's perfect. What would you like to know? Ask me. I'm going to just take 2 minutes, but if you want to come up and ask me so others can see you, it's up to you. It's actually not with my system. It's actually what already exists. There's a few ways to look what already exists. I just find where it exists and I just present it back to you. That's it. Hopefully I have to try, and if you're aware that I'm making things up, let me know when I go really overboard. What I just did in these numbers I'm going to show to you. So ask me, show me something that you know about 13. Tell me anything. I want to know. I don't want to be the only one up here. Oh my God. Get the menu out. You know what I'm going to put up here? Instead of all these hearts, I'm going to put pizza or something. So somebody presses the pizza button and a pizza gets delivered. Okay. Oh my God. Wow. I got half of this. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Look at that. Look at that level. Life is so funny. Life is so funny. With my eyes, great pleasure. But when it comes to food, the satisfaction you get from food, I mean, you can look at it and just look at it. And you can almost taste it or smell the garlic or smell the spices. And the word spice, épice, spirit, esprit. What is the spice within the soul? It is the word of the Father, is it not? For every breath we take. Is it in the breath? What are the functions of the breath? What are the functions of the oxygen? 6, 6, 7, 7, 5, 5. 5 and 14, 25 and 7, 15 and 24. 3, 5, 10. Wow. Trinity of the Sun. Bringing the Trinity or energy of the Sun together. 3 by 9, 27. 4 by 10, equaling to 40. 67. In the heart of the soul cometh the breath, or the word of the Father, through the Son, Abraham. And apparently Isaac is the body. Isaac is the body. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Is that the numeric value for Isaac is 33. The numeric value for Ishmael is 67. Twice that. Because you have 33, 133, or 616, you have joined the spirit of the Father within the soul. So the air we breathe, the electronics, the waters, the memory, all pass through the holder between the body and the soul, Ishmael and Isaac, the father of Abraham. I don't know if you want to call it the torch of communication. Ham is also ham radio. I know there's a lot of connections in Abraham to what is the continuation of what is the connecting between the, I think they call it the monkey brain. I think that's what they call it. And that's because there's a metric transition, and monkey equals to 83, which is 11. And the transition we need is passing through 9, okay, passing from 9 over to 11. And that is where number 29 comes in, the beginning of the next cycle. So we had the 19, and then we had the 29. This is where your RH1 zone comes in. What is the RH1 zone comes in? It's a type of, it's a B type, type B. Actually, it's a BB. The negative RH, right? The negative RH, when it comes, it becomes 8 and 18. You can get 2 times 4, you can get 2 times 9, you get 6 by 3, equaling to 18 or 8. But what connects to this is the reverse alphabet of what is R is I. What of H is S, which is 9 and 19. Now, when you draw this, one of the parts of it, if you were reading this as a hieroglyphic, okay, you would see the lower house of fire. The first zodiac sign of Aries, the 5th zodiac sign of Leo. In between what is 1 and 5 is 4, 3, and 2. Holder of the healing vibration. The 9th letter is the I, the 19th letter is the S. The S cannot exist
without the I, therefore it cannot exist without the R. Since that cannot exist, can the H exist? The H exists already in the R and does not need the S. I say this for the connection of what is A, B, C, D equaling to what is 10, your base 10 addition of A, B, C, D before the lower house meets the upper house. And that's where 5 comes in. And we run 5 through 9 into the upper house. The lower house of fire and the upper house of fire, A, E, and I, 1, 5, and 9, are noted to be 53, connecting the moons. 53 by 3 equals 159. It doesn't matter what you do with any of the face of these numbers here. It doesn't matter which angle of 3 you want to connect. These three, horizontal, vertical. They're all divisions, okay, to no remainders of 3. 147, 741, 471, 417, 852, 825, 258, 285, 582, 528, 396, 369, 693, 639, 963, 936. So they're all divisibles. 123, 132, 213, 231, 312, 321, 456, 465, 546, 564, 654, 645, 978, 987, 897, 879, and etc. All of these are divisible of 3, and they will all have no remainders. The first row, there's a reason why the first row, okay, is in charge of the movement of the stars and the planet. There's a reason why the first row of A is being used in multitudes of places, unlike the second row is used in football under the 15-minute expression. The star system all adds up to 15, but the first row adds up to 12. The third row adds up to 18, is 1.5 times the difference. The game of blackjack pays 1.5. They just changed the game. So there's a gentle one that has stepped in. Let me see what's going on. I see there's a lot of comments. Blah, blah, blee, 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 blah. So let me get this light out of my eyes for a minute. Okay, let me get my shirt in front of it. It's easier to read. Okay, you did the sunset thing, Aztec. Yes, bro, are you on something? Bro, you're talking about something crazy. So, Elite Dude, if you're still here, if you want to come up and explain to me what crazy is to you, so I can better explain, just in case what you're saying could be right, but you also can be wrong. Okay, so who's here? Let me see who's here. Okay. So we're just the same, Kate. Much appreciated that you're here. The ones with the kisses, much appreciate you're here. Elamia, much appreciate you're here. I want to welcome all the dogs into the room. These are all my bird dogs. This is Zeus, the biggest of all bird dogs. You can see from one end it's a bird, and the other end it's a dog. It also looks like a hamburger mouth over here, and it looks like he's got his big earplugs. He's going for a big airplane ride, right? So yeah, you want to know what I'm talking about? Come on up. Are you up here still? The Elite. Let me see that. Yeah, what are you talking about? Does it help everybody if I sit like this and make the bottom of the screen black? Let me see if I can do that, because it's easier to see, right? I'm just going to wear this black shirt right over here, so that'll help. Or maybe I can put my thumb in front of the screen like that. Like that. And then you'll always see that right there. So the elite dude, I don't know if you're here. I don't know if you're here. But if you are here and you sent 4 messages, what were those 4 messages? So the person was literally here, it says, for 1 minute and asked me what I'm talking about. So I'm going to state it again. If you want to come up and talk, speak to me, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. So right over here, it was I'm going to be honest. I mean, I saw online there's something called Rh blood negative. Okay. In this instance, when 5 and 1 come together, okay, that is the numeric value for Mars. It's also the word value for Puck. Can also be misunderstood or understood as a PCU, right? We're all like these personal computers. We're all breathing, right, in the air of the construct, right? If you call it father's air, well, who is the father? You know what I'm saying? And if you want to start giving me this side and that side, right, I don't want any side. I don't care. I really don't. I don't. I just care that I'm sharing what the system has shared with me, all these anomalies, the pieces of puzzles and what they say, because I really don't care. I really don't care. You know, if you want to talk about Christa Berg, Spanish train, okay, right? How far is outside the box? That's the question. How far is outside the box? Right? You don't grow with staying inside the box. You only grow when you go outside the box. When you take a leap, a giant leap for mankind. Right? That's what's going on right now. Everybody's trying to figure it out. But you know where it is? You know where the answer is? And I'm not even sure what the question is. But I know where the answer is. I'm like 10,000%. I know where the answer is. And together we're going to put this together. When we create something, what they call Word, I think it is. Just put all the numbers, everything in place. You want me to tell you where the answer is? In the gates of the Omega divide lays the word God. And that God and that word is the Word. It's a skeleton of dots and dashes blown into the air. And when it landed, we had an alphabet, A through Z. We had numbers, 1 through 9 and 0. Occupation, area, space. Evaluation, value, 6. Plantation, 9. 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5. All the associations of 9. 9 divine and 5 and 9. Bring life, bring the power of life. The male and the female are the L and the M. The male and the female are both A and B, 1 between 2. The male and the female are 1 and 2, alpha, beta. Abba, okay, is mother, father. We begin with A, and then B, 1, and then 2 equals to 3, and then we finish with BA, 21. And that is the association of the entire cube, where you started with the 1 here, you ended with the 6 here. These are the 2 sides of the cube. The total is 35 or 3.5. 3.5 by 8 could be equal to 28 in what is the 28-day cycle of that moon, the electric moon. The 5775, as I mentioned before, when you multiply it by 13, it equals to this number. You tell me if that's not perfect. When we saw together at the Orphan Roulette, it was 3 by 19 equals to 57, and it was what was 5 by 15 equals to what is 75. The total was, okay, this becomes 10, becomes 1 and 6, or 10 and 6, and this becomes what is 3 and 5. 3 and 5. These two and these two.
7 and 8, power of the gateway, connection to the moon, right over here. Where do I get this? The 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 is 6 and 7, 13. What is the connection of 7 and 6? It's 6 areas, 1 area, and 7 areas. 6 areas, 1 area, and 6 areas connecting to your 13, right? But what we do is we use the 12 over the 13 as we're using a rib of Adam, which is the addition of the 13 moons over the 12 months of the house. 13 moons over the 12 months of the house when there is an addition of a birth equaling to the crowned one of 13 in what equals to what is 6 and 1 to the division of 6, 1, 6, 1, 6, 1, 6, 1. It is they're in binary. There is no 7. The 7 comes only inside of what is 13. The 7 is also what connects, itself to the system. Everything rotates around you. You are the universe of 7. You are the universe of 13. You are 6 and 1, 7. You are 12 and 1, 13. Is that why the horse moved its head this way? Yeah. How's everybody doing? They could have been doing everything or anything. Okay, wait, what was 42? Now it's 43. Let me know. Tell me about that. What's going on? Tell me what's going on. Why is it 43 now? Okay, 4 times 2, 4 plus 2 is 8 and 6, the corridor of 8 and 6. So what you do is when you see 5 and 3 on this side, on the opposite side, you'll see 4 and 2. 4 times 2, 4 plus 2. So I'm so upside down. 20 years later, I'm still upside down. Help support the channel. I love my best pencils are these. All right. I love these pencils. These are really good. These also. Oh, it's just because I have no, not this one, not that one, but I do like orange. This one, my poor baby. I'm losing her. All right. So what this is, hold on a second. Yes. So we're going to do this. That's what I just wanted. Hold on. Yeah, we're going to be ending this soon and coming back a little bit later. I want to finish that coffee, from this morning. So we're going to start off with the noting that, first of all, these dice cubes, right? 6 sides, right? Now, if this was a dice cube and there was one in the center, the dice cube is set up like this. There's 9. So if I put 1 here, there's 8 that you don't see. So if I do this and I do this, right, that would be 2 and 7. So let me see if I can just move the coffee over. I usually, right? So, and, if we did that again, and I can do this, right?
I would have 3 and 6. But not only that, I might have to do this, and that would be 3 and 6. And now we can do this one again, and we can do this, right? And that would be 5 and 4. And what about, we can do it again, and we can do all these 3 here, all these 3 here, right? Is going to be 6 and 3. And then what we can do over here is this one more time, right? And this one is going to be 5 and 4. Now check this out. We have 5, 4 here. We have 5, 4 here. We have 6, 3 here. We have 3, 6 here. 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to see something? L, 3, O, 6. Okay. V, 4, E, 5. V, E, L, O. And we have love. Every single one duplicates. Right? The 1, the 2, and the 7 and 8 do not duplicate because this is the power up and 9 is the connection. So now what we do is we take that away, right? We're going to take that away and take that away. And I'm going to try and see, hold on a second. Yeah, so we did that. Where was I going? Oh, yes, I was doing this. Just give me a second. Okay, so we were also doing this. So I was talking about 1 and 5, right? We have 1 and 5, right, over here. So here we have 1, and then we have 8 over. And here we have 5, okay? And we have, right, and we have 4 left over. That equals to 12. 12, what we don't use, okay? And 6 dots. Let's call it 12 void. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this over. We turn it over. We turn that over. We get 2, 6. So with the 2, 6, we do that, we do that. We have 7 and 2. 7 void and 2 dot. And the other side, we got 5. We have 5 dot. Okay. 5 and 2 equals to 7, right? Just like 6 and 1 equals to 7. Here we have 4 left over, and we have 4 void. 7 and 4 void left over. Did I do that right? What was I looking at? Which numbers was I looking at? Hold on a second. Just give me a second. I want to see why I did the 1, 6 again. Oh, yes, I did the 1, 5. Yes. I didn't. What didn't work on what I wanted to do. Just hold on a second. I did something. What did I do? Oh, I'm working on 6 and 2. I'm working on 6 and 2. Sorry about that. Okay, so now the 2, okay, is over here. And this is, okay, it's a 6. Sorry, I'm not supposed to be on this one. Okay, I'm supposed to be on the 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here we have 6 dot and 3 void. Here, okay, we have 2 dot and 6 dot equaling to 8 dot. Okay, this one was not 5 dot. Let me do this again. I know it looks mixed up because I see it's not clear. I'm doing it again. 1 and 5. Here's your 1. 1 and 8. 1 dot, 8 void. Now the 5. Five dot, 4 void. Now we're going to flip it over. 2 and 6. Here's the 6. 6. And then this one over here.
So this would be the 2 dot. So this is where the 6 and 2 equals to 8. And this is where the 5 and 1 equals to 6. Now, 5 times 1 equals to 5. 6 times 2 equals to 12, equals to 20, equals to 11. 1 and 1 equals to 2. 2 plus 0 equals to 2. So that's pretty much perfect, right? They're pretty much perfect. You want to see what works perfect with this? Okay, you want to see what works perfect with this? I mean, they're all going to be the same, right? Here's the 2 and 4. So we can just do it this way, right? Here and here is the 2. So we have 2 and 7 void, and the 4, right, would be the 4 corners. Right, the 4 corners. So it'd be 4 and 5 void, or maybe it's volts, right? So now we have 7 and 5 equals to 12, 4 and 2 equal to 6. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Well, look at that. We had 8 and 4 equals to 12, and now we have 7 and 5 equals to 12. This one over here is going to be Pluto. And this one here is going to be what is electric. It's part of the electric moon. The association, instead of AB, it becomes L and M. The connection between the lower and the upper of the Soltic and the Hab calendar. The unknown or the known connection. This connects to 13, right? There's 4 times 13, 52 weeks, 52 deck of cards, right? Although there's 26 of the Hab, if you double it up, it becomes 52, right? The 91 times 4 equals to 364 days, which is a 13 by 7 moon cycle, which can be connected up to 364 days into the Mayan calendar. Right now, they tell us about 360 plus 5 days, 5 moon days. So I'm still putting this together. Sometimes I have it worked out if it's not messy enough for you. Just give me a second. Oh, just give me 2 seconds to set this up. I need a minute. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, that was good. That was good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, when they say, I mean, just listen to how we're indoctrinated, whether it's real or not. But when we go to a stadium or to a concert, do you think, I mean, when I'm here, do you think I want to be alone here? You don't think it's a trip when there's other people? Right? It's a trip when we work together and we know when we're out for the same goal. I'm not here for nothing, you know. I'm not here for nothing, right? So let me read back what it was just spoken here. Yeah, so 42 is going to represent the arc in the rainbow. Did I get? Yeah, 42 is the arc of the rainbow. 42 is also a passage of what is 7. There are 3 different gateways that run through 2 and 4. It's communication, the cat, with inside the soul. So it's through the breath. So it's with inside yourself.
Are we not the galaxy? Right? What would a galaxy? Would it be a taxi? Now we're charged a tax. Yeah, so the difference between 43 and 44 is a 42 would be a heart zone separated. The circle would be shared, okay? Where a 43, the circle is not shared, okay? Yeah, the circle is the four circles. There are four circles in a 43. There's only one circle in a 42. And also, you can look at it also as a picture frame if you want. I don't know where the cap, well, I can't be a capitalist. I lost a cap, right? Putting a closure on things. So, yeah, man. If I can get these pens, oh, I would love it. Black and blue. If you can send me a box of these, I would love it. Like a couple of boxes, like 5 boxes. And these books, you can send me like 2 cases. I think there's 25 in a case. Can't be anything else. If it's anything else, it's nothing. I just can't work with anything else. Am I a baby? Maybe. 20 years I've tried a lot of different books and I'm not comfortable. So we also spoke before that only 3, 6, and 9 will begin again. It'll happen 4 times. But when you count with 2 or with 1, if you count with 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 and 7 and 8, all of these will have a 10 count before they start over with having only 3 repetitive of their number in the house. Like 2, 11, 2 goes to 11. Okay, then it goes to 20. And then it goes to 29, and then it goes to 38, and then it goes to 47. 4 and 7 is 11, 1 and 1 is 2. But when you're counting by 2, you can't get 47. But 47 is a 2, so it's going to be found in another house. Pretty weirded out, eh? The other thing is when you counted binary, double up on everything. And when you double up on everything, when you're counting, let's say 3, 6, 9, 12, your binary is actually 3, 6, 12 is your binary count. Where else is this? So yes, so also what is 57, 75? The mathematics of 7 and 5 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, creates 33. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3, okay, is 6 and 9. The rotation of the breath within inside the body. I'm a little bit tired. I think we're going to cut it short right now. I'm going to come back a little bit later. I want to see what's going on. I'll tell you one thing. I'd love to travel, go somewhere and do this work somewhere else. And yes, I'd like to lift myself into the next dimension within, right? And also, it's very, very important that others like myself and like yourselves speak before me, that I listen to what's going on through the algorithm, listening to the numbers. It expands my knowledge, and because of your knowledge, like I can't go anywhere without you. Yes, thank you very much. Peace and love. Okay, going to be back a little later. Okay, need a break for now, but I'd say, I don't know. I don't want to put a time on it, right? But there's a lot I didn't finish here. Thanks. Yeah.